Rotterdam is the second biggest city in the Netherlands and one of the best Erasmus destinations in the country. That's why I'm here one more day. I am Morgan from Erasmus Play, and in this video I bring you the ultimate guide with tips and information for your Erasmus in Rotterdam. The first thing you have to do is obviously look for accommodation. If you're asking yourself if it's better to live in a shared flat or in a student dorm, well, really, this decision will vary depending on your preferences and the life you want to have during your Erasmus experience. If you choose the dorms, there are a few options in Rotterdam, like the social hub, 𝒔𝒎𝒄 or 𝒂𝒑. But these are usually applied for months in advance. And then there are also students who decide to live in shared flats, even if it's not the usual in Rotterdam. If you're wondering which are the best areas to live in this city, you have to take into account that it's a medium-sized city, but there are very low housing opportunities. So really, it makes it difficult to choose a specific area. We recommend you to live close to your university or close to the city center. Of course, these are going to be the two places you're going to spend most of your time. For example, the Erasmus University of Rotterdam is located in the Kralingen-Kroeswijk district, which is quite close to the center of the city and is quite accessible. In this district, you can also find the 𝒔𝒎𝒄 and social hub residences, so you will also find a great student atmosphere. Other universities such as Hogeschool Rotterdam or in Holland are located in the center. And moving on to a point we like very much in this channel, the gastronomy. The gastronomy in Rotterdam represents the multiculturalism and creativity of the city. In the city you can find, of course, traditional food, unique in its kind, full of flavors and ingredients from the region. Some of the foods we think you should try during your Erasmus are the following ones. First, herring. It's a traditional Dutch fish dish, a type of herring that is pickled and eaten raw with onions and pickles. One of the best places to try it is the Rotterdam fish market. Then you have the bitterballen. It's a popular snack in Rotterdam's bars. They're little balls of minced beef and rabbit meat, typically served with mustard. It's the perfect dish to share with your friends while you have a wine or a beer. Then you should also try erwtensoep, the most known pea stew in the Netherlands, and obviously a very typical dish for cold winters. It has whole peas, vegetable and a little bit of pork. Next is kibbeling, battered and fried pieces of cod served with garlic or tartar sauce that you will find in many street food spots. And finally, the 𝒂𝒂💧💧. These are fluffy pancakes. It's a sweet dessert very loved in the Netherlands. They're served with butter and powdered sugar. And if there's something that we like and most Erasmus students like also, is of course partying. And Rotterdam is a city with many international students. So the student atmosphere and the nightlife are incredible. In the city you will find a lot of bars, clubs and pubs where you can go out, have a drink and party. You can even go to party to Amsterdam. It's only half an hour away by train. For example, if you like reggaeton, in the Villa Italia club they organize reggaeton parties and the majority of Spanish students go there. However, most parties you will find in Rotterdam will be organized by student associations. In regard of the cost of living, well, we cannot say that Rotterdam is a cheap city. But don't worry, because you will find lots of affordable leisure activity. You can also save money thanks to the great deal of student discounts you will find all around the city. So you can get an idea, the average Erasmus student in Rotterdam spends around 800 to 900 euros a month, more or less. This will always depend on the way of life you choose to follow. A room in a shared flat costs around 400 to 500 euros a month. To travel in the city, you can use, of course, a bike, very common in the Netherlands. It is actually the usual way of transport. For example, with the Donkey Republic app, you can rent a bike per hour or per day, but most students choose to buy a second-hand bike. Moving on now to the places you cannot miss in Rotterdam. It's a vibrant and modern city, and you'll find a number of interesting places to visit. Some of them are the following. The central station of Rotterdam. It is known for its angular glass cover, tilted towards the city, and where they have installed solar panels. It's one of the most innovative buildings. You should also have a look at the City Hall of Rotterdam. It's a building from the beginning of the 20th century century, and it is also one of the few buildings to have survived the bombings of 1940. It has Art Deco, Byzantine and Roman influences. But what stands out the most is the more than 70 meters high tower. Then you can go to the Central Market. It's an enormous pavilion with a facade that creates a reflective game with the sun. You should also visit 𝑫𝒐𝒂𝒏𝒍𝒐𝒂𝒅 Cathedral. It is the only church from medieval times. It is the jewel of Rotterdam, and it was built between 1449 and 1525 and damaged by the German bombs in 1940. And finally, the cube houses. They're one of the most striking buildings in Europe. It's made of 32 interconnected cubes that are then tilted 45 degrees. It was designed by the architect Piet Blum, with the idea of creating a small village in the form of a tree. One of the most important parts of the Erasmus is the possibility to travel. And Rotterdam gives you many opportunities to travel within the country, but also to visit neighboring countries. Thanks to its location, the most common means of transportation is the train. Also, Rotterdam has a very important train station. You also have the bus, because different companies offer services to other European cities. And you also have the plane, because Rotterdam has an airport. During Erasmus, you can, for example, visit Amsterdam. It is the capital of the Netherlands and is very famous for its canals, museums, and of course, its nightlife. Then you can also visit the city of Den Haag. It is the government headquarters of the Netherlands and the International Justice Court. You can also visit Utrecht. It's a beautiful city with canals, a rich history, and animated cultural scene. Then you can also visit the city of Bruges. It's a quaint city known for its chocolate, but also for its medieval architecture. And lastly, of course, Paris, a city with impressive architecture and a rich cultural history. And if you made it to here, you cannot live without some of the tips that Erasmus Play has prepared for you. First, if you come from a European country, you can ask for the European Health Insurance Card. If you don't know what it is or how to apply for it, don't worry, we have made a video that will leave you just here. Another tip is to become a member of student associations. They plan trips and events for international students. Plus, you can use the different discounts they have. And that's it for today's video. From Erasmus Play, we hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and to activate the notifications bell to be advised when we post a new video. We also leave you our social media in the description box. You can follow us there too. See you very soon with a new video. Bye bye, assistant!